Hello everyone and welcome back to What Am I Drinking Today? Today I am doing something I told you guys in a few videos past. I went and got some of the gin that I was looking at, and this gin is the Empiric Gin from Nanaimo Distillery. It is on the Vancouver Islands. If you don't know where Nanaimo is, you look at Vancouver, there's a big island on the side there, Victoria at the bottom, Nanaimo kind of like in the middle there towards the top. It seems to provide a lot of gin. There's a lot of gin being produced on the island itself. As a matter of fact, there's that Victoria gin that I absolutely love. That's a nice little like portrait of a lady or something on the bottle. Fabulous gin. So that's why I wanted to give another island gin a try, and this is it right here, the Empiric Gin. Now, amazing bottle that reminds me enormously of The Labyrinth. If you've never seen that movie, it's a great movie with David Bowie that keep wiggling his thing in his pants there in front of everybody's face. It was a thing back then where it was normal. Nowadays, it'd probably be criticized quite a bit for it. The cartoon like characters, not cartoon, like those Muppets in there, some of them look a lot like that bottle, I find. But anyway, put that aside, what do we get in this gin? So I got it into a taller glass because I wanted to get as much aroma as possible. Took a few notes on it because it is very, very different. It is not what I was expecting for a gin. And let's give it a shot here. Oh, goddamn grandma's candies. So, for those of you who know, you will recognize that smell almost immediately. With those little toffee candy that were wrapped up in a little little paper there. One of them was literally called like Grandma's Toffee or something like this, and there was another one called Spearmint Toffee, something along those lines anyway. So Grandma Toffee and Spearmint Toffee are predominant. It's the first thing that I get on the nose. It makes me think I'm gonna drink an Halloween candy here, and it's fabulous. I really like the idea of that. There's something a little bit plastic about it though. I do not know if it's because of the bottle itself, or if it's the roots or the plants, flower, whatever it is in the gin that produced that. I don't know if it's part of the process, part of the piping or whatever they use for their distillation process. I wouldn't say it's unpleasant, but it is not something I want to smell, like that plastic thing. Now, it could be due to those candy again, that little like caramel toffee spearmint mixed together that gives that impression of plastic for some reason. But it's not plastic that you smell, it is the candies. Now, licorice, yeah, it is an interesting one anyway. Let's give it a little shot. I do taste those candies. They're not as potent in the mouth as they were like, on the nose. But that spearmint toffee comes out a lot. Maybe a little bit with that grandma toffee thing, but mainly the spearmint that seems to come through. It has a bite. Quite a bit of a bite. Not quite like the Victoria Gin. Victoria Gin, I remember, had a big bite. Like you would feel it in your mouth, it would burn you through. This one is burning, but it's very, very smooth. It's delicate. It's a delicate burn. It does leave me a little numbing feeling. Is it because of the roots? Is it because of the gin, the alcohol or something? It's really hard to tell because some vodka will do that to you. Gin usually don't necessarily do that numbing feeling. I feel it's probably the roots or the whatever they use in the recipe there that numbs a little bit the mouth. There's something medicinal about it. And potato vodka. If you never had potato vodka, that seems to be a process similar to what they use for that. That flavor of potato vodka like comes through a little bit in that distilled gin. I'm not saying they use anything like potatoes or whatever, but there's something similar about it. Now, what do we have in there? Also, the herbs are starting to separate in my mouth. So if I was very good at it, I would be able to tell you, hey, this is like a little bit of this there, a little bit of that root there. I feel like my tongue is separating the flavors slowly right now. So I would recommend maybe drinking this gin straight up on ice, like shaken on ice or something like that. As a martini, maybe if you don't mix it with vermouth, although it could be good, but I would do more like a burn martini with a little bit of scotch or something like that. I feel like they would go along very well together, probably because of that toffee thing to it in the gin. And yeah, I would do a Caesar. If you like gin Caesar, this would be very good with a gin Caesar, I feel. I could be wrong. I'm not a big Caesar fan, but a mild Caesar with this gin, feel like it would probably accommodate my palate quite a bit. Maybe a Bloody Mary style or something, who knows. Would not do. There's that big trend going on right now with gin and elderflower. I'd be curious to see if it tastes good, but I'd be definitely not move forward to want to try it. I feel like the flavor would not mix very well. But I can see a lot of potential doing like those patini with maybe a little bit of aloe juice, some minty something in it. You don't even need the peppermint schnapp or something like that, because it does taste quite a bit minty. But peppermint schnapp, I would definitely do that. Aloe vera, this gin, and maybe cucumbers or something. Sounds like a good idea for this gin. But anyway, there we go. You have it, guys. The Empiric Gin. Very, very interesting. Oh, and might as well leave you on that note here. There's that saying in the back, and it got my attention quite a bit, so let me read that to you. Cloak in midnight black, ever present, seldom seen. The Empiric resides among the twisted cedars of temperate West Coast rainforest. Ruled by a ritual, a bearer of natural magic and deeply shrouded secrets, the Empiric brings clarity to those who are truly worthy. Decades of knowledge and practice collides, exploding into a spirit that tastes like no others. That's very true. The ethereal blend of the finest West Coast herbs and botanicals. You got it, guys, and that's what's written behind there. It makes me very, very interested by it, and might as well give you that last little sentence there to finish it all up. Small batch pot distilled spirit from BC barley, malt, juniper, coriander, lemon, verbena, hops, fennel, anise, hyssop? I don't know what that is. Lavender and rosemary. Fennel, I feel that little licorice something I had on nose. It's probably coming from that. Well, yeah, it is a good gin. I recommend it for the gin lovers. It is a $45 value. If you're still in the Halloween spirit, I feel that would do you very well right now. Aside from that, if you find some recipes and if you try this gin and find a good cocktail to mix it with, leave me a comment, because in the next few days I may be experimenting a little bit, but I would be very curious to see what you guys come up with. And that's it. Thank you guys for coming again. Leave me a comment, follow me, or do anything if you want to see more of those videos. It is a bit of a passion of mine, and I keep loving to taste those things in front of you and give you my knowledge and my, wouldn't say call it an expertise, but my little taste profile. Alright guys, take care, thank you again for coming, and we'll see you next time.